my name is Herlan. I've been going to Arizona Hills for, I would say, the better part of a decade. And I'd like to get baptized today because that's the next logical step in my relationship with Christ. So I accepted Christ approximately 11 years ago. It was actually when I was getting ready to go to work. And I remember feeling this void. And I always remembered my mom telling me that you're going to feel that in your life sometimes. And when you do, God's the only person who's there to fill that void. So on my way to work is when I accepted Jesus into my life. I'd like to thank my mom because she was probably the biggest reason why I decided to want to get baptized and to continue following Christ. But also, my wife has a big part to play in this whole thing. When she had moved to Anthem with me, we were looking for a church. And she was the one who actually decided to go to AC Hills. And I'm pretty confident that if it wasn't for her saying, that we should go there, I don't think I'd be getting baptized today. My name is Herlan, and I'm a child of God.
My name is Leanna. I am 14 and I'm a freshman at Boulder Creek. I accepted Christ when I was 14, and so this year. And I remember it being where I was in the car with my mom and we were driving home from family's house. There was some stuff going around in my life where it was just not very good. And I just felt like I was not alone, and that I just felt this brave sense, like no matter what I thought, or like no matter what kind of bad thought crept into my mind, it was okay. Like it was gonna be okay. Like I was not alone facing this problem by myself. And that's when I just knew that that had to have been Christ being with me, because I remember I would pray to him every night, just please God help me, and he did. And that was just my moment where I need to take this next step into bonding myself in this relationship with him. So I want to be baptized because I want to prove my relationship to the world that I'm a follower of Christ. I would like to thank my mom because she involved me in a bunch of different things that were like singing for the church or just telling a story to the church or helping out with the classes. And I'd like to thank my dad. He would let me know that I was not alone even when I felt like I was. Like even if I was completely by myself in a room, I was still not alone facing whatever I had to face. I am Leanna and I am a child of God.
My name is Christopher Loveland and I'm 9 years old and I go to Anthem Elementary School. I was 6 years old when I found God in my heart. I took communion and then the pastor explained it to me. So that was the first time when I actually believed in God. I want to be baptized because so people can know that I believe in God and accept him in my heart. I want to thank my dad because he told the Bible in a fun way so I could understand it. I'm Christopher Loveland and I'm a child of God.
I'm Danny Cullis and I've been going to Arizona Hills on and off since 2011. Well, I accepted Jesus into my life when I was about 5 years old. And then probably lasted about the second grade. And then I turned into the bad kid and I just vowed away from that. And then decided to come back when I met Ashley and met Pastor Bob. Been going on and off ever since, but now I want to start going to church and put Jesus into my heart. I want to be baptized because I want people to know that Jesus is in my heart and he'll always be there to stay. I would like to thank Pastor Bob as being an influence, and my dad too. He's always been an influence to our family. Always trying to get us to do the right thing, even though I didn't listen. I'm Danny Cullis, and I'm a child of God.
Right, my name is Ashley Cullis, and I've been going to Arizona Hills off and on since about 2011. More recently, been going every Sunday for the last probably 3 months. I accepted Jesus into my heart probably when I was about 8 years old. I got baptized. Then we strayed away from the church. We weren't going to church very often. And then more recently we come back, and I've actually been reading the Bible and actually getting it, and have realized that I want more and to be rebaptized because I actually get and believe and understand what it's all about now. So I want to be baptized because I actually understand the Bible and the teachings now, and I want people to know that Christ is in my heart and this is what I believe. I would like to thank Pastor Bob for being a big influence in Danny and I's life. He married us, and he's just been there throughout many milestones in our life, and I just really appreciate him. And I'd also like to thank Danny's dad for being an influence in our life and showing us the way back to Jesus and everything. I'm Ashley Cullis, and I'm a child of God.
Hi, my name is Tim Mackey. I've been a member at Arizona Hills for 15 years. We attended Catholic Church for many years. My son Zachary, he would go to Catholic Church with us on Saturday night, and Sunday morning he would go to Arizona Hills. Well, as it would happen one Sunday, my wife was out of town, and so I told Zach, hey, let's go to Arizona Hills and try it out. That began my journey. I want to be baptized because as a child I was baptized. My parents had me baptized in the Catholic Church. That was their choice. This is my choice. I want to be baptized as a symbol for my family to follow. They know how I feel, but I believe this is an outward showing of my faith in God. I'd like to thank my kids. My wife and I are believers, but our children, I see my daughter Jessica. She's going to have twins here shortly, and I know she has a strong faith in God. My son Zach, he's the one that brought us to this church, that started my walk. Our son Mason lives in Washington, and he and I talk about God daily. So I guess I'd like to just thank my family. Hi, my name is Tim Mackey, and I am a child of God.
My name is Allan Plansky Jr. I am been a member of Arizona Hills for 9 years, I think now. I don't have a specific time when it happened for me. I was always doubtful about. I had doubts. I had why does this happen to certain people, and how come? And I had doubts. And I eventually had a friend who told me that you have to get rid of the questions why, and you have to replace that with hope and faith. And I was able to do that about 7-8 years ago, probably. You know, one of the best things that I've come to know since becoming a Christian is changing from the inside out. It was hard for me to grasp that concept at first, but it's really awesome to know that God changed me from the inside and how wonderful my life is on the outside. And I think baptism is just a way to show God that I have accepted you in my heart, no matter who I show it to, because I should show it every day to everybody. Since I've gotten to walk through the door of Christianity, if you will, lots of people have affected me and helped me. Pastor Bob, a small group leader like Jonathan Marshall was a big influence. My wonderful wife, my kids, but the two people that were most important to me, the people that got me to the door of Christianity, was my mom and my dad. They just walked with God. They did their Bible studies, their groups, their church, and their life improved as they continued their walk with God and Jesus. And so that was a big influence on me, and I started peeking over the fence at what they were doing, and that sort of got me to want to do the same thing. And I think as parents, I think the greatest thing we can do for our kids is lead them to Jesus. My name is Allan Michael Plansky Jr., and I am a child of God.